like that song.
I go, girl, sing it. What?
Well, how about we listen to it and let them sing?
See, all of it is unnecessary.
Okay, I hope y'all guessed it, but the movie was ATL. Now, this movie, I feel like, is a movie, like, it was so big in the 2000s. And honestly, I had forgotten about it, but I was going through, like, DVDs that I had. And I saw it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen that movie in forever. So I watched it, and one thing I'm learning as I'm rewatching, like, movies I used to love in the past is I guess I've blocked what happens in so many of these movies because honestly, so much of it I forgot. Like watching it, it had such amazing people in the cast. And I feel like this is honestly like a coming to age movie and kind of figuring out the type of person that you want to be. Like you have one character, Nunu, who is also known as Erin. She is basically a rich kid and she thinks her dad's a fake because he grew up in one area and he doesn't talk about his past and just acts like it never happened, and she doesn't want to do that. She wants to embrace it and kind of like learn from that area that her dad was from. Then you have Rashad, who is T.I.'s character, and he's just basically trying to take care of his little brother and make something out of his life as well. Then you have the little brother who is basically just a mess. Like he sees guys that are making money, that are doing all this stuff, and he's like, I want to be like that. While Rashad, his brother, is telling him it takes time. Like if you keep on doing the right thing, it's gonna happen. But the brother's like, no, that's taking too long. We're not gonna do all that. So he tries to find another way to make money fast, and it ends up not ending well for him. And then you got the smart one is what I'll call him. And basically he is the one, he goes to school at a prep school. He's trying to make a difference. He's trying to get out of this neighborhood and just go and, you know, just be the best person to get. So I feel like honestly this movie is really about finding out the type of person you want to be, because people in this movie, they make choices all throughout. Some choices bad, some choices good, but it's all about discovering who they are, the type of person you want to be, because I honestly think that's one of the most important things. Like, yeah, you can do stuff in life, but it really comes down to what type of person do I want to be? And I think that's really the big deal. And then once you figure that out, it kind of like changes your mind and you start making choices that are geared towards, oh, this is the type of person I want to be. And so that's honestly this movie. The soundtrack was a banger. I had forgotten about some of the songs in the soundtrack and I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like jamming out and I was like, oh, and just there were just some moments like you just had so many people popping up and I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot you're in this. But yeah, this movie, ATL, is definitely a watch. I don't want to spoil it because I don't really know what I can say and not get in trouble and my video get banned. So I'm trying to be like vague and not go into detail about what actually happens because I don't know if I can and not get banned. But yeah, so I definitely had forgotten a big part of this movie. I remembered Nunu and kind of like her arc, how she was a rich kid, and that I guess I forgot about the brothers part. Like I was shocked. I was like, what? Like I forgot so much about that. But yeah, so this is definitely a watch. This was a movie I enjoyed watching when I was younger, and I kind of understand why. Like it was a lot going on, but I think the message and just really figuring out who you want to be, the type of person you want to be, was what I got from this movie. And I think that's why it was such a big movie for me growing up, because I was still figuring out the type of person I want to be, which I feel like that's also something you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, like working towards that and making sure I'm making decisions. But it's kind of like all in my, like it's still, I feel like I'm constantly still figuring out the person I want to be, and this movie was like a big part of that. So let me know in the comments if you've seen ATL, if you remember this movie, what you think, and yeah, I'll see you for my next video. This has been another episode of Real Talk with Noelle.